How many of these anime, manga, and cartoon characters could bypass the reality warping of Luffy and Bonnie from One Piece with just their hacks and abilities alone? And this is specifically about their hacks and abilities. It has nothing to do with their stats or power. And with you guys hopefully understanding that, let's get rid of those that can't first. And that's going to include Boruto from the Naruto/Boruto series, Kafka from Kaiju number 8, Boros from One Punch Man, Ichigo from Bleach, Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, and Goku from Dragon Ball. Because while a handful of those characters do have the power to override the Gear 5 reality warping of Luffy and Bonnie, they do not have the hacks or abilities to do that on their own. Or at least in Boruto's case, he hasn't demonstrated that ability yet in Two Blue Vortex. Now there are 3 maybes on this list, with Gojo and Takaba from Jujutsu Kaisen, and Asta from Black Clover. Because Gojo's Unlimited Void could fry the brains of Luffy and Bonnie, but it's debatable as to whether or not that will qualify because that's attacking the user rather than the ability itself. Takaba's comedian ability might help him override it because if he finds something funny, he might be able to override Gear 5th, but if they find something funny in turn, it just puts him back into a never-ending circle with them. And whether or not Asa gets over it really just depends on whether or not you think the reality warping through Gear 5th is somehow a magical ability, and then therefore he'd be able to invalidate it with his anti-magic. Which then brings us to the only 3 that actually do get over that ability, which are going to be the Mask from The Mask, Sung Jin-woo from Solo Leveling, and Sinbad from Magi. Because when it comes to any one of these 3, they can just outright destroy the ability of reality warping through Gear 5th, or they just have far better comprehensive control of reality, so Luffy and Bonnie really aren't doing anything to them. Which means that these end up being your results.